My name is Lorinda Mabunda. I am 32 years of age and I currently reside in the north of Johannesburg.
My name is Obren. I'm from Soweto, born and raised. Currently residing in the West Rand of Joburg.
My name is Princess and Esethu. I'm 36 years old. I currently reside in Alberton.
My name is Esethu. I am originally from the Eastern Cape, but grew up in Joburg. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
I am getting married.
Wow. My baby. So as my family walks in, I notice Mom and Gran.
I wrote to a show called Married at First Sight. So today you're not really coming to my award ceremony for a Priza award, but it's my wedding day.
What?
Those are some of the highlights from Married at First Sight MZANSI Season 3, Episode 2. We have a lot to talk about. I'm disappointed, I'm underwhelmed, and I guess at this point we can't even blame the experts for matching these couples together, because shooting, this is what's out there in the dating pool, guys. There are no longer any guys are single, right? You know, I feel like Married at First Sight MZANSI does a great job at picking, you know, the right women, but I feel like the guys are available. So now episode 2, we saw Obren sitting down with Pastor X talking about why he chose Married at First Sight MZANSI, and I feel like out of all the guys he really gave a vague answer, and I'm so disappointed that Pastor X didn't actually ask him what he meant when he said he's big on sexual health, he's big on the fact that this is a process, that is why he chose it. But I'm like, he didn't mention anything about uthando, he didn't mention anything about wanting to build a family, wanting companionship. The guy chose Married at First Sight because, and this is my take, the fact that Koname experts who will be doing all the work for him, who are gonna be, you know, choosing a partner for him, Yenanje, he just rocks up there with his perfect partner, Labam Keteleona, on a silver platter, and he doesn't have to work that much. He doesn't strike me as the type that's ready to be a husband, and I feel like he's not understanding, or he doesn't understand what I feel like he's just all vibes and fun times, and it's a pity he is matched with someone who's ready to dive deep, and I feel like it's gonna be too much for him. Lorinda J strikes me as the type, it's under too much, smotherish with her love, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens between those two. With Dr. Zenda futhi ngibonile ukuthi he asked him ukuthi did he take the time to heal from his previous relationship trauma and all of that, and he said that he took off a year of dating just to heal. And I'm just like, guys, a year is not enough to heal, especially when there has been ingane eshonile in the relationship. I feel like he needed to take at least 3 years and just date at all, and just work on his, you know, emotional stability, and, you know, what does he really want. And it does seem like he was more into the family dynamic more than the partner, and maybe it got too much for yena lo mama wengane yakhe. And now that he's married, I wonder ngempela ukuthi izohamba kanjani in relationship yabo, because now they have to co-parent, and now he's married to a stranger, guys. And it doesn't seem like co-parenting yabo is healthy from what I'm sensing, but we need more clarity in ngalokho. He also says that he wants a traditional modern woman, and mind you, guys, those are two different things. Unless ushuguthi ufuna a submissive provider, and it never ends well with submissive providers, because it gets too much, guys. You can't balance being a traditional woman / a modern woman. Khona la kuvele kulekhe khona, noma khona la uvele ube strong khona. So he needs to be clear ngempela ukuthi does he want a woman or financially stable, and then mhlawumbe apheke once in a while, because he won't get umuntu wesifazane who's gonna be independent and then futhi apheke every night. That's not gonna happen. Or ozohleli eklina. She might hire a helper ozosiza endlini, but she won't be around most of the time. Hey, so now when it comes to Esethu no Prince, guys, I am so disappointed on behalf of Esethu. Like when you look at Prince nje ethule ngasho lutho, okay, he looks like, you know, a guy nje alright, stable, manly, but maseqala ukukhuluma ibehavior yakhe like he's uphaphile nje. Guys, mina ngeke ugayi phaphe kanje ukhuluma kanjena like nje ungithena off, and you can tell ukuthi nje uyazizwa umugayi. But I feel like nje mina he's not a gentleman or the kind of listener that Esethu needs at the moment, because I remember seeing a scene where she is telling him about her previous relationship trauma, and ugayi nje just seemed annoyed and impatient nje engafuni ukulalela uthini, because yena all he's thinking about is smashing and taking off ingubo yakhe instead of listening to what Esethu is trying to say. I mean, like kujahwepi, guys, they just got married, they're getting to know each other. When is the perfect time ngempela to mention izinto kanjena? In Esethu's defense, I feel like she mentioned indaba ye-ex because of what Prince was saying and doing. I think it reminded her of the ex yakhe. Guys, if nibuye kahle leya scene leyana, Prince nje just was acting very thirsty, if I may say that. He was too thirsty. Bengezwa lutho nje yena, he just wanted nje to smash. Let's be honest. But I feel like imtriggerishile leyo nto Esethu, because that's what happened in her previous relationship. The guy went too fast, this and that, and then it became violent. So I feel like uboni pattern ukuthi lo guy ngoba manje sejaha lezinto asazani nokwazana, but he just wants to smash. Shutho kulandelayo nje is love bombing and violence. Manje inkinga ka Prince, he's not listening, he's not being a gentleman. And enye into ngaye ujahepi, guys, ujahepi. Into engizwile when he was talking, he said ukuthi yena he didn't invite uma wakhe to the wedding because he wants ukuthi ahlangane no Esethu in the cultural way, shuthi kwamalobola or whatever. But now uguy usejaha ukwenza izinto zasekamerweni. How, guys? Because I feel like if you're gonna do things the right way, njengoba usho ungajahi kwenza izinto zasekamerweni, get to know this woman ukuthi who she is, uqhamuka emndenini onjani. But yena nje he just wants to smash nje kanjalo, and that tells me ukuthi he has ulterior motives okumele siwabukisise kahle ukuthi athini. Guys, can you think of any guy that he reminds you of from previous seasons? Because mina, I have a name in mind, kodwa angenglisho, kodwa like the pattern is there, guys. Like honestly, mind you, the first two lines of Vows ka Prince were talking about promising to stand by you through every season of your life, and I promise to be patient with you. God, the minute Esethu mentions something imtriggerishayo, because quite frankly we stranger, so now we am triggerisha, and she's trying to set a boundary between them and what's okay. Let's get to know each other first, because it's important for me as a woman to tell you what I've been through. Get to know me, get to know why I'm here. But instead of listening, instead of being a gentleman, he doesn't want to understand yena nje, he's thinking about other things. And remember ukuthi Esethu did say ukuthi she doesn't believe in the 90-day rule. And I've honestly believe ukuthi had Prince been patient and, you know, warm and a good listener, eventually Esethu would melt and she would be intimate with this guy. In reality, I think it's definitely inappropriate to bring up an ex-vele so early in the relationship, but on this show I feel like it's never too early, it's never too late. The way things are progressing kule show, people might forget to talk about really important issues that need to be talked about. It's no surprise to me ukuthi we are hearing all of these allegations about him on socials, but I do also have to hold Esethu accountable. As amazing as she is, I feel like it was a bad choice to come onto the show. ngoba she has experience with being in a relationship where things escalated too quickly. Mhlampe wamlove boma uguy, then it became violent. But now I don't think it was a good decision to decide to come onto a show where you marry a stranger, where things are escalated very. So you're now forced to know this person, to love this person, respect this person, do things, intimate things with the stranger without knowing them. So now, girl, now where you need to take responsibility for coming onto the show. If and when you get hurt, you need to take responsibility ukuthi you chose to come to the show, because I do think you're gonna get triggered throughout the season. If this doesn't work out, girl, you need to do better. Maybe not dates, maybe for at least 3 to 5 years. Just work on yourself, because you are a beautiful lady, smart, successful. You do deserve love, yes. Asishuguti, you don't. But at the same time, Married at First Sight is not the place for you.
I came here looking for a husband, and instead I got a stranger at the end of the aisle. I won't pretend I love you already. Let's not lie to our families. I'm walking into this with an open heart, high standards, and just enough patience to see where this goes. And I think that's a pretty beautiful place to start.
Take your time.
Wow.
Take your time.
With this ring, I commit my body to you.
Prince, you may kiss. You may kiss your bride.
Let's go.
She looks beautiful in a white dress.
Beauty doesn't mean the woman is a good woman.